Children's and Household Tales. Collected by the Brothers Grimm. Good bowling and card play. This video is not intended to present an atmospheric narrative. Rather, it is created for those who seek to read the original stories as they were published in 1812, faithfully translated from German. An interpretation is provided at the end for deeper insight. Once upon a time, there was an old king who had a daughter, the most beautiful maiden in the world. He announced, "Whoever can keep watch in my old castle for 3 nights shall have the princess as his wife." Now, there was a young man, poor from birth, who thought, "I will risk my life, there is nothing to lose and much to gain. Why hesitate?" So, he went before the king and offered to stay in the castle for 3 nights. "You may take one thing with you," said the king, "but only something that is not alive." "Then I ask for a carving bench with a knife, a lathe, and a fire." These items were brought into the old castle for him. As darkness fell, he entered. At first, all was still. He lit his fire, placed the carving bench and knife beside it, and sat down at the lathe. As midnight approached, a faint noise began, at first soft, then growing louder, biff, boff, hee-hee, holla-ho, until it became deafening. Then, for a moment, everything fell silent. Suddenly, a leg fell down the chimney and landed right in front of him. "Hey there," the young man called. "That's not enough. Send more." The noise started again, and more legs fell, one after another, until there were 9. "Well, that's enough for bowling," he said, "but we still need the balls. Hurry up." With a terrible roar, 2 heads tumbled down. He fastened them into the lathe and shaped them round. "There. Now you'll roll properly." Then he set up the legs like bowling pins. "Haida. Now the game begins." 2 large black cats appeared, circling the fire and wailing. "Oh! Meow. We are freezing. So cold." "You fools," he said. "Stop whining and warm yourselves by the fire." Once they had warmed up, they said, "Comrade, let's play a game of cards." "Fine," he replied. "But first, show me your paws, your claws are too long. I'll trim them for you." He grabbed them by the scruff of their necks, placed them on the carving bench, clamped them down, and unalived them. Then, he carried them outside and threw them into a pond near the castle. Just as he was about to sit by the fire again, more black cats and dogs came rushing in, from every corner, more and more. They shrieked, trampled his fire, tore it apart, and extinguished it completely. "Out with you, rabble," he shouted, grabbing his carving knife. He struck at them, many fled, but the rest he unalived and threw into the pond. Then, from a single spark, he rekindled his fire and warmed himself again. After warming up, he felt tired and lay down on a large bed in the corner. But just as he was about to fall asleep, the bed suddenly began to move, racing through the castle. "This is fun. Faster," he laughed. The bed sped on, flying over thresholds and stairs, leaping wildly as if pulled by 6 horses. Hop! Hop! Then, it flipped over, turning completely upside down, leaving him underneath. "Go on, if you like," he shouted, throwing the blankets and pillows into the air before crawling out. "Whoever wants to ride can do so, I've had enough." Then he lay down by the fire and slept until morning. At dawn, the king arrived. Seeing the young man still asleep, he thought he was dead and sighed. "What a shame." Hearing his voice, the young man woke up, stood, and greeted the king. The king asked, "How did it go last night?" "Quite well," he replied. 1 night down, 2 to go. The second and third nights were just as eventful, but he knew how to handle everything. On the 4th day, he was given the beautiful princess as his wife. A possible interpretation considering the time period. The fairy tale Good Bowling and Card Play carries several societal and cultural messages that were relevant in the early 19th century. Social mobility through courage and skill. The protagonist rises from poverty to royalty through his bravery and wit, reflecting the changing society where ability mattered more than noble birth. Rationality triumphs over superstition. The young man faces ghosts and demons not with fear but with humor and control, symbolizing the shift from medieval superstition to Enlightenment thinking. The value of craftsmanship. He uses tools like the carving bench and lathe to confront supernatural forces, emphasizing the importance of trade skills, especially during the rise of industrialization. The princess as a traditional reward. The female character plays no active role but serves as a symbol of success, aligning with the era's gender expectations. Conclusion. This tale reflects the social transformation of the early 19th century. While feudal structures still existed, the story highlights the possibility of success through courage, intelligence, and practical skills. It also illustrates the transition from a world dominated by superstition to one where reason and craft offer control over destiny. Ultimately, good bowling and card play serves as an encouragement to ordinary people. With cleverness and determination, one can improve their life. What do you think? Was this just a bedtime story, or does it hide a deeper meaning? Do you have your own interpretation? Share your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this, consider subscribing for more stories and discussions. And if you have any constructive feedback, let me know, I'm always looking to improve.